Previously on Gears.
It is time to turn our attention to the world of Formula One. As always, it is brought to us compliments of Pirelli and Tiger Wheel and Tyre. And you could stand the chance of winning a trip to any Formula One Grand Prix in 2014. For more details, go to twt.to. Let's turn our attention back to the world of Formula One. Now, as we know, in Spain, the Valencia Grand Prix got dropped off the calendar, purely a money kind of a thing. So now Valencia wants to alternate with the Circuit de Catalunya, which is one of the most famous circuits in the world. And now they're at a war of words, Daisy. They're fighting about, who should have the rights to actually host the Spanish Grand Prix. And they need to put on their big boy pants now. It's like the Republicans and the Democrats. Mm-hmm. Put on the big boy pants now and sort out your trouble. Sort out your stuff. So they busy having a little tete-a-tete at the moment. So we all know the Red Bull Racing aerodynamicist Robert Pomporou is going to be going to McLaren. Now, he's taking his number 2 with him to McLaren. So McLaren really stepping up and ensuring that they have got the right people in place. Next year is going to be a tough year again for McLaren. Although Mercedes have said that they will give him equal and fair opportunity and treatment in terms of the engines as any of the Mercedes supply teams will get. So teams like Force India, teams like McLaren will get exactly the same treatment as a team like Mercedes-Benz as well. But they're gearing themselves up because in 2015, of course, Honda returned to Formula One with McLaren predominantly. They might supply other teams, but McLaren is going to be their top team that they're going to be looking after. Kimi Raikkonen, who celebrates his 34th birthday today, happy birthday, Kimi, has backed his Finnish Formula One rookie driver, of course, Valtteri Bottas, for another season with Williams. I've been desperately disappointed in the Williams, and also Valtteri Bottas hasn't shone like I thought he was going to, but I think just give him a slightly better car, I think he's going to be right up there as well. Nico Hülkenberg, the driver announcement has been rescheduled for next week. Now, there's something very peculiar going on here, Daisy. Last night, a report came out of a German newspaper stating that Nico Rosberg was going to be announced as the new Lotus driver. Now, this is not an announcement coming from Lotus, what I'm talking about, Hülkenberg. This is an announcement coming from Hülkenberg. So could Hülkenberg be going to Mercedes and Nico going to Lotus?
You know what? The world of Formula One loves drama.
We're drama queens.
Big time.
Yeah, we're good at that.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, we love it. We do. And of course, there is the title we know is a fait accompli, as they say. But there is also the very important fight in the Constructors' Championship. Teams like Sauber versus Force India. I think there's only about 30 points between them. And Sauber, as we've seen in the last 2 or 3 races, have really come on strong. If Sauber managed to get more points than Force India and move up to 6th or 7th in the Constructors' Championship, it's worth millions of dollars. Ferrari are preparing to defend their second place in the 2013 Constructors' Championship. They are chased pretty close by Mercedes. There's a couple of points between them. And then, of course, you've got Lotus who are lurking behind as well. And if Kimi gets the temperatures going in his car in terms of his front tires, there's no discounting more and more podiums for the likes of Grosjean and Raikkonen. But can Alonso and Massa be a step ahead of them, and can they be a step ahead of the Mercedes? Now, out of those 3 teams, Mercedes definitely got the qualifying pace. Lotus seemed to have a better qualifying pace than Ferrari, but Ferrari still most probably slightly better race pace. So I think it's going to be a tremendous battle right until the end of the season when it comes to those 3 teams for second in the Constructors' Championship. McLaren, more on McLaren. Of course, basically they sitting and going, 2014 is going to be a very, very important year for us. They've got people like Peter Prodomou, who's coming through as the aerodynamicist, and they're definitely focusing on 24, not writing it off, as opposed to just thinking about 2015 when they do get the Honda power. Final story, Guido van der Gaard, whose father-in-law might buy a part of Williams, has got into the discussion about weight limits, saying it would be outrageous if people like Nico Hulkenberg and Paul de Resta lost out on drives because of their weight. And this is something that's very, very concerning for the drivers. Guido van der Gaard, who's 73 kilograms in weight, Hulkenberg's 80 kilograms in weight. And the total weight of the car next year is 640 kilograms, but that includes 100 liters of fuel. So, I mean, hold on, 690. Now, I mean, sure, wouldn't that be sad that you lose out on your Formula One career because you're 80 kilograms and not 63?
Yeah, but that 80 kilograms is so light anyway.
I know, but not in Formula One terms. Still
So now he has to go on a diet.
Well, not really. I mean, because they don't have body fat. He's 6 foot 1 inches tall.
But then he can't change that. So they must just take a chill pill.
Exactly. They might have to cut his leg off.
No.
There we go. That's the world of Formula One. Of course, more coming to you tomorrow. Also, don't forget on my F1Sasha.com website. And if you're on the BlackBerry, you can get the updates there as well. There's some news headlines. Also, I've got This Day in History up on the app as well for BlackBerry. There we go. Formula One report brought to us compliments of Pirelli and Tiger Wheel and Tyre. You can stand a chance to win a trip to any Formula One 2014 race. For more details, go to twt.to.
Win a trip for two to any 2014 Formula One Grand Prix of your choice. Plus, you can double your chances when you buy any 2 or more Pirelli tyres. Get to your nearest Tiger Wheel and Tyre to enter. Only at
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Gears with Sasha Martinengo on bulls.co.za.